Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today the Divine Masculine reading is going to start off with what are the Divine Masculines working on specifically when they think of the Divine Feminine? What is it that's bringing to light? Or, sorry. What is coming up for consideration? What is being brought to light when they think of the Divine Feminine? What is the growth that's being inspired directly by the journey and the Divine Feminine? So let's see what we get. Thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through exactly the message we need to see. Merkaba, 32 card. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of realities and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. That's quite stunning because that is truly a 5D navigation ship. This is like our light body, our astral self, accessing other planes of existence. So make no mistake, Divine Feminines, if you're feeling your masculine's energy visiting you, astral projecting, dream space, in waking hours, this is not in your mind. Masculines are truly accessing that dimension. This is also the wheels of light. This is Enoch, talks about the Merkaba, Elijah, all kinds of beautiful ancient stories talk about alignment in this mystical and beautiful expression of the light body with chakras aligning, and the key words here are higher purpose. So your masculine knows that you represent the highest purpose together, and that this love is key for that, that you are a piece of that puzzle. And Akashic inheritance, so you are a muse, Divine Feminine, for your masculine to unlock the secrets of the universe. That's quite stunning. Okay, so let's see how this translates to changes in the physical or expressions in the masculine's life. Let's see what comes up. So Divine Creator, what is it that this exploration of consciousness and reality affects in the masculine's world? What is it that is occurring in the 3D for the masculines in this alignment? Wow. Do we want to take it? Okay, so an amazing, huge story just popped out with, okay, here's the moral of the story, and here's the story. So let's, spoiler alert, let's get to this first. The path of destiny and ending the confusion. And this is the karmic back and forth, the taking the shortcut, lazy energy, not living up to one's potential, undermining oneself. It's in the reverse. So it's like, no more. Having to go on this path of destiny. And you know, this cord or string that is from this person to this star, that star is the Merkaba. That is the ascended self. That is the multi-dimensional self that attaches, or sorry, the access port for the Akash, for all of the interdimensional layers of reality. And the masculine understands that this love, this journey, this experience of reality is all connected to that destiny, the bigger, the eternal. Incredible message. I've actually painted a painting. The reason I'm correlating those two is years ago, 2012, I painted a painting with the Merkaba tethered to each individual that way. So that's a cool sign for me. Okay, here's the story. How is this playing out? I'm not even going to peek. I'm going to look in the camera as we read these. So the masculine is tapping into that eternal to manifest through the awareness of this extra dimensional layer of reality that's engaged or activated in this journey. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So the masculine knows that they are manifesting because you are not in their life, divine feminine, the way that you could be if you were in the upright. They know that this is the grace, the flow that can be further accessed through I'm hearing Akashic remembrance, but all of that multidimensionality. Here's the Empress. This is the true abundance that can come in. So the masculines are very much manifesting on what needs to be brought into the 3D to be more in physical alignment with you, feminine, and ultimately to access abundance on that destined path. Oh wow, here's the King of Wands. So we have divine counterparts co-creating that abundance. So you and the abundance of life go hand in hand here for this activated, empowered, divine masculine. Wow, and twin flames. So having made a choice to go through this journey. So when the masculines are thinking of you right now, divine feminine, there is at very least, the full invitation and potential for the masculines to see this way. And it is creating a pull, a desire to choose to come towards you, whether they're conscious of the profound nature of this or not. The energies are pulling that way, and there is the full potential for them to connect these dots. So some masculines will be, and some might not be fully conscious of it, but are still being led that way intuitively and having made the choice to bring this into the 3D. This is my card of the 3D. So grounding this, again, divine counterparts here, power couple, spiritually led, completely fired up, impassioned, and alive for life, with true abundance as an alignment and the desire to choose to bring that into the 3D. This is a recognition of the Temperance in the reverse and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Oh, wow. Okay, so we are going to look at this all together. So the Temperance in the reverse is willing to take a risk. This is anxiety. So these two cards in reverse are like putting anxiety behind, and I'm hearing now or never. It's worth the risk. This is divinely guided. This is the highest path. This is the highest timeline. Huge, big recognition of the destined path here, feminines. So masculines, yeah, let this be a mirroring to you that you are not wrong, that this is what's really going on here. And you are engaging in this willfully, especially if you're watching this. This is your destined path, and you are doing what's needed to bring this divine, this is my divine masculine and feminine, into the 3D, choosing the twin flame journey and bringing justice based on this profound heavenly dimensional healing, ending the anxiety, ending the self-sabotage, and finally just aligning with the justified path together. So make no mistake, both twins here, masculines, are seeing the activated path, the higher dimensional activated path that truly overcomes the anxiety and the frequencies of undermining, self-sabotage, shortcuts. The masculines are growing into the shoes, I'm hearing, and it is because of this love that they are so inspired. Okay, so masculines watching here, what is the divine guidance for you? Ooh. We're getting security. There is a cave drawing here, and this really reminds me of ancient wisdom, the ancient remembrance, the eternal, the interdimensional aspects of the journey, but of the nature of ascended reality at this time on the planet. We're bringing back the future primitive cycles of non-linear time. We're bringing back wholeness and all of it is opening up. But that is the security. The new security is grounding into that dimension for wholeness and to the exodus of the 3D. Grounding in the physical is one thing, but that can be related to a fear and survivalist mentality. In this new security, it is the interdimensional security, the knowing of the bigger picture, the true abundance that is untethered from the illusion of the 3D, the co-creative energy of embodying that divine spark with the King and Queen of Wands. So keep grounding into the spiritual layer of reality. Keep seeking the security of that awareness in your waking meditations. Okay, so let's dive into what the masculines are thinking about the connection, what they are feeling for their feminine. I just saw the King of Wands again. Wow, yeah, a couple weeks ago, didn't we see the King of Wands as the big challenge? Saw the reunion card. Okay, so what is it that we can see for the masculines? They are thinking about the journey, feeling on their heart space for their divine feminine. Oh, just as I say divine feminine, we get the psychic intuitive Queen of Cups. And the Tower was there, so there might be some major revelations coming in for the masculines. Still lots of awakening energy, lots of recognition of the feminine. What is it that the masculines are wishing? What actions are they taking? What is the biggest challenge at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution to that challenge? And where are the energies going in the near future? Okay, what are the masculines thinking? The Moon, the mystery, Nine of Cups. They want to know your mystery. Wow, this is beautiful because masculines have run away from this intensity, the deep, the fullness, the uncertainty, the hidden, the realm of the Akash, the realm of the everyone, the realm of the untethered uncertainty, leaving the 3D. This is a feeling of packing the parachute and ready to skydive or scuba dive down into the depths of this connection. We are in full moon energy right now, and so this full moon is really highlighting for the masculines their desire to know the divine feminine. The pull is becoming stronger than the fear, is what I'm hearing. The waves are building. And it's interesting because I'm really getting when the wave is up here, it's harder to access that, but they're seeing these glimpses of more accessible depth. It's coming in this motion. It's that same contracting and expanding motion of wanting to draw near and taking space to breathe, wanting to draw near. So masculines are seeing themselves becoming ever more curious about the feminine. Okay, what is on the heart space for the feminine? Wow, divine justice about this new prosperous beginning in the physical. I'm getting the 6 months again. This Ace of Coins represents a year worth of timing, and in the reverse lately I've been feeling guided to suggest that it means 6 months. So within the next 6 months, the masculines feel on their heart that divine justice will be served in this connection. So mark that on your calendars, feminines and masculines. This is just a confirmation that you are headed in the right direction. If you are tentatively deciding what your next 6 months are going to look like, and you're wondering if this can come in a new way, this is a confirmation. The scales are being balanced, and your world is going to change to accommodate this. I'm hearing don't fear, and the divine is saying, because this is divine justice, the divine is saying to you, this is justified masculine. Go for it. I will show you the way. I will give you the steps. have no fear, masculines. It's coming in the next 6 months. You'll be shown what to do. Wow, that's a very powerful channeling, and I'm just feeling the magnitude of that and the peace that it should be giving you, masculines, watching this. And you'll know this message was for you if your heart just sort of settled and went, as difficult as this journey is, masculines, you will see the doorway within this next 6 months. And I'm hearing for those who are very concerned about karmic partnerships and figuring out how to unhook for those, the divine is going to bring that in for you and show you the humble way. That's for a few watching. It's a very sincere, and there may or may not be kids involved, but I'm definitely feeling such a tenderness that there will be success. I'm actually going to do something that I don't usually do there. This is a big, sincere message for masculines, wondering what is the highest and best. What is divinely guided? Is it to stick out situations that have been committed to, or is it truly in divine plan to go forward with the feminine? I'm just going to pull some more advice here, actually. So what is one card for the masculines? Wondering what divine justice is. Flexibility. So it's not cut and dry, black and white, masculines. Stay open to the flexibility of the scales shifting to accommodate through compromise. And it's not a juggling motion, even though it looks like I'm juggling here. It is a walking softly, sensitively, with flexibility and openness. So watch for that, masculines. It will be a very, I'm hearing, accommodating path for all involved. Okay, what are the masculines wishing? Oh, Ace of Cups and Two of Cups. Yeah, Three of Cups in total can indicate those karmic partnerships that were coming through just a moment ago as quite a theme. I know the card didn't just say so on the heart space, but I was picking up on that energy. And so Three of Cups, unconditional love is the key that unlocks those karmic situations. And again, I've said this so many times, but karmic situations with twins sometimes are so excellent and so beautiful that we ask ourselves, why should we leave them? And it really is this unconditional love and excellence and purity that is the hallmark of why. If there is any shadow of a doubt, if the heart's knowing indicates that something isn't meant for us, even if it's absolute perfection on paper and others would think there is no reason, unconditional love is that inner knowing, that full-fledged commitment to what we know on our hearts to be written. And the masculines are seeing that they have that with the feminine. They only have that with the feminine. And yes, they have the ability and capacity to have that with so many different people, but the Two of Cups is a very personal and only one other love. And I'm hearing the word monogamous. The twins are the only, sorry, tongue-tied a little bit here, but the reality of it is the divine partners, they are the only ones for each other. The only ones that fulfill so deeply in the deepest ways, on the deepest levels, that there is no room for another. And so for many masculines in third-party situations, if they are in a karmic partnership and they have room in their heart for the feminine, masculines, pay attention to that, because you will decreasingly have room in your heart for anyone but your feminine. Once you find your feminine, karmic partnerships, karmic situations begin to, I want to say disintegrate, but diminish in importance, and the feminine comes into highlight here. Please make note of that, that if you have space in your heart in karmic partnerships, that is your biggest indication that you're not with the person that the divine has for you. And this divine connection with your feminine is beginning to come into the forefront. So feminines cross-watching, please know that this is a intimate and deep, full-on, interdimensional recognition that you are the one that inspires on all levels and spiritually, that earthly karmic situations do not include the fullness of that. So for masculines and feminines watching this, the masculines are truly coming into a sacred and intimate desire for the feminine and releasing all other things through unconditional love of self and other. Ooh, powerful, powerful message. What are the masculines doing? Making the changes in the physical. Boom, Tower. They are beginning to take the steps that reflect this balance, this knowing of the two. Here we have the two in the physical. So masculines are beginning to take these steps forward based on this knowing. This is the Two of Coins, so that represents the physical realm. We have already seen that the underlying intention and desire is for this holy love, this whole love. And so the masculines are already starting to navigate again towards this new beginning. These are the intuitively guided steps that the masculines are taking over the next 6 months in preparation for this. So masculines, if you have been feeling intuitively guided to change up the plans for this year, here is the telltale signs in the cards that you've already started doing that. Maybe you haven't been telling anybody, but you have been making these balanced new decisions because you know the inevitable is coming and that you are focusing in on this love and already making the steps towards that. Oh, beautiful. Okay, what is the biggest challenge at this time? Seeker of Orbs and the High Priestess in the reverse. The High Priestess is mercy and humility. In the reverse, it can be, I'm getting a frozen energy here. Page of Swords also is research, investigation, initiating what will need to be done, looking at timing, looking at decision making here, investigating. So the challenge is understanding what is the merciful and humble path forward and taking action based on that. But there is an invitation here, masculines, for you to start to research that so that you do fully understand what that looks like, so that you can take advantage of this divine justice with peace in your heart. By take advantage of, I mean, and I feel coming through that it means having deep heart-centered peace, that despite the counterintuitive things that are going to unroll or unfold in the next 6 months, that you will be prepared to move through that with grace because you've seen what humility and mercy look like. And so you'll maintain that backbone through all of the shifts that are coming in for you. What is the divine guidance for that? 10 of Flames and 9 of Swords. More telltale signs. This is the karmic burden and the profound sleepless nights and anxiety. This combination is one of the most disconcerting combinations you can get, because it's the 9 and 10. It's at the end of something that you've invested so much intention into. This is the karmic burden, giving way to the aha, the new beginning, the passionate new beginning, the never to cinch yourself into this much burden again kind of energy, and the anxiety of just wanting it to be over. So pay attention to that, masculines, that you are being brought into relief. Relief from the pressure, relief from the burden, relief from the misalignments of the karmic and 3D choices. You are being pulled up through the awareness of that reality so that you can access a brand new life, a second chance, a new beginning, so that your life will be redeemed and you will be able to ascend through this profoundly, I'm hearing groundbreaking, like dandelions pushing up through the concrete. This is you, divine masculine, pushing up through the 3D and letting go of the struggle, the survival mentality, and truly accessing thriving. Where is the connection going in the near future? 5 of Flames. Here's the King of Wands, King of Flames again. 3rd time in this reading. This is you, shaman. These are all the people involved. And so in the near future, this is the full recognition of what needs to shift, what alignments and interactions need to fall away for victory, for this new day rising. This is the careful contemplation of the choices now through humility and mercy and unconditional love to progress forward with your Queen of Wands, masculine. Okay, so let's get a card from my new deck. I think I mentioned yesterday that I've received the Earth Warriors Oracle from one of my viewers, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. I didn't get a note with it to see who sent it, so many blessings. Okay, one card for the feminines. Blessings from the Sun of Hanapacha. Yes. Okay, that's divine masculine blessings. I'm hearing I'm coming. So feminines, your masculine is coming. Your masculine is moving heaven and earth to come towards you. Okay, and one for the masculines. Divine might foretold. Let this day mark the prophecy, masculines. Within the next 6 months, you will see the way. Many blessings. Bye for now.